I think a really important piece, especially to gravel race, you mentioned fueling, and that was one of the things in your big workouts that you did not get right immediately. Was it just lack of fuel? What were some of the mistakes? And then how did you course correct that as some tips for people listening?
Yeah, so like when I started doing those big workouts, that I, in 2020, when I started with my newer coach, my current coach was like, I think I had like Goo was my sponsor back at the time. And, Goo's stuff is still good. It's just like, it's not as dense on the carb front. And
Mm.
I wasn't counting carbs. Like now everyone's counting their intake. And I was just like, oh, I'll have a gel for before this interval set, and then I'll have another gel for the next one. And you're like, in hindsight, you might have only put 20 grams of carbs in for like a 40-minute block of work. And until someone teaches you, you think that's what it is. It's what the gel packet says, 5 before every 45, whatever the mottos are on those things. Then started riding with Keegan more. And Keegan, I don't know what year he started working with Never Second. It was 2022. It's 2022 maybe. And then we were talking about just how carbs, like how many carbs are you eating, how many carbs are you currently eating, this is what I'm eating, blah blah blah. And I did start paying more attention to it, and no, not really. Honestly, it wasn't until like probably 2022 that I was trying to be conscious of it, maybe even early 2023. And then I was lucky enough to get on board with Never Second too. And they're just the way that they advertise their products, and a lot of these kind of more contemporary new school nutrition companies are advertising. They're advertising the volume of carbs per their gel, per their mix, whatever it is, because that's the most important thing as the consumer. You need to know what you can stomach per hour. Because, like in a race, I'll try to eat like 120 grams of carbs per hour. And that is a lot. And I was lucky I could just do that. Some people, one of my friends here at home was like, he just couldn't do more than 60. He kept trying. Then eventually he could, and now he can do 90. And it's something that you can train your gut to handle more carbs and more just process more of what you're putting in. So yeah, I wasn't paying attention to it until kind of fairly recently. And then I was just, I'll go to a training block at Keegan's or whatever in Tucson, and he'll have like literally a bowl of Never Second gels or whatever. I think before I was quite in with them, and he's like, try to have this many per hour. I was like, okay, fill your bottles with the drink mix. He's like, you got 90 in each bottle. So that's 1 hour, 2 hour, you got a 5-hour day. And you're not going to be able to fill up with drink mix out there. You're going to be able to find water, but not mix. So he's like, pack yourself 9 gels. So that is also, you have bottle 1's got 90 carbs, bottle 2's got 90 carbs, and you got 3 gels an hour after. So pack 9 gels.